Hello everybody and welcome to John Dungeon Master featuring the Insatiables! This time without Greg, unfortunately. Greg can't make it because his work sucks. Maybe it's not that bad, but it's stolen him from D&D today. How dare you talk while I'm doing my intro, Hen? I couldn't hear a word you said, but how are you doing today, Hen?
Well, now I'm doing terrible because I have to talk about it.
Alright, we're gonna go back to break real quick, guys, so that Hen can get something off her chest. Rube, how are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm hacking up a lung, but I'm here.
I'm right there with you, buddy. Hello, Red. How are you?
Good. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome. And then we have Nick.
Yeah, I'm hacking up Rube's lung too.
Wow. 3 of us are sick because of allergies, 1 of us is cooking turkey breast, and 1 has been banned from talking about a certain subject of literature. We are doing great today, everybody.
Stop bringing it up.
We're on track for success.
Guys,
if you bring it up, I have to say it.
No, I didn't bring it up. You did. It's been 2 weeks. What happened the last time we played Dungeons and Dragons?
Dungeoneering.
Yeah, we did a dungeon. We did our first dungeon. There wasn't a dragon in the dungeon this time.
Isn't it
No.
weird that we've been playing D&D for over a year now, and that was the first dungeon we actually had?
That was first dungeon number 1.
It only took us over a year, but we did it. We completed a dungeon. Just quick round of applause for everyone involved.
Good job.
Amazing.
Very
Great
proud
job,
of
Good
everyone.
job, everyone.
Yep. We've won D&D. We can all go home. It's great
And
stuff.
said
I go
dungeon?
home.
We won
Almost died.
dungeon. We haven't won dragon yet. That's the next one.
Yeah, now we have to find the dragon.
Now we have to find dragon.
And his name's Sorrel.
Now.
He's a bit insatiable.
He's
He's just gonna show
he's
up
like
in
the
his
Cookie Monster,
polymorph
you know?
form.
He's just like
He's like, hey
except
guys,
he's just
how you
real
doing?
hungry for people.
But yeah, we went through. We entered a dungeon of the Hoarfrost
Dwarves forced
Witch.
the doors open.
We figured out all the puzzles and didn't brute force anything, as what we do. We're very smart
Mhm.
players.
Mhm.
We walked through the whole thing. There were statues who tried to kill us. There was a golem who tried to kill us, and he
Got all the
just got
puzzles right on the first
murdered.
try.
There was cold areas. And then we found the witch's room. And then people stole clothing. I think someone was about to like break a statue. We took all of her belongings and jewelry, and we left.
Sounds
Specifically,
about right.
not to overglaze, but someone had 3 natural 20s on the ice elemental.
I don't think it was that important. Really, I think that was more of a
It was in a single
normal
turn,
thing.
too, right?
We came in like the
Yeah,
British
King
Museum.
return.
We stole everything important. Now
and we murdered all the inhabitants.
I think we were about to have a long rest, and then we had some clues to follow.
Indeed.
I think we did long rest on the boat. Unless I'm
We
going
said
crazy.
we would long rest immediately this session.
We
Yeah,
are
but we
going
can
to
get outta
long
here
rest immediately at this session, then. We have returned tomorrow, though. It is currently the 31st of October. Oh my god. Guys.
I thought it was
It's almost
Fantasy
November.
October.
It's Fantasy October.
Fantasy October, our favorite month of the year.
Wait, yes, long rest, no long rest.
Yeah,
Yes.
take one. Go ahead.
Everyone but you.
Wow.
No, the fighter doesn't
Getting
get
rid
one
of
now.
all of our rations. I'm assuming we ate all of them.
Yes. Eat
We
them
were
all
hungry.
Up. Yum, yum, yum.
I can now
We have
carry
no
so
more
much more
rations.
things.
We're
Wow.
now irrational.
We're now irrational.
I guess you could say we
all
were so hungry it was insatiable.
have returned to the city of 1,000 dreams that sits upon the confluence of 2 rivers. One tributary, which you followed on up through the mountainous / deserty hills area, and then the great big one, which calls you. Does it call you? I'm not sure what calls you right now. But you're in downtime. Congratulations. Pax, we're going to start with you since you just sneezed. Definitely don't need to blow your nose.
Yeah. What's up?
What do you want to do for
He
your downtime?
blows his nose in front of you.
For my downtime, I want to look up stories about the old human god Grimm, the shepherd, and learn more about him, because I had a trippy experience in the dungeon.
Ooh. Very cool.
Because he looks identical to the statues looks identical to the guy who ripped my eye out.
You begin to head up to this great big ziggurat that sits in the middle of the city, where dozens of shrines have been built up on every single tier of the ziggurat, even to the very top. You will find that this institute is one of many religious orders that share space here. There have been hundreds of gods and humanities, many histories, and Marvo is one of the cities which tries to honor them all, even though there's definitely overlap, as well as some misidentification going on in the rugged history of humanity. Who do you try to find? Do you just want to go up to a random guy and just start working your way up? Are you going to try to find a shrine to maybe a death god? Are you going to peruse? How do you go about your investigation?
I think he wanders and looks for things similar to what he saw in the dungeon, the shepherd statues, and eventually he might ask around for human death gods.
Well, if you're going to wander around aimlessly at first, I gotta have you give me a perception check.
Awesome. Coming right up. Perception.
A 15. You're getting better at these, you think to yourself. You keep your eyes peeled or eye peeled for any sort of iconography or symbology of a hooded shepherd, skull man with a scythe, or any other sorts of creepy guys. And you'll find one. One dedicated to assassins. Pax, that's not a good sign, you think to yourself.
Yeah, he looks over his shoulders the second he recognizes that, looking for assassins.
Instead, you find a priest who stares at you with two blank, dull eyes. Hello.
Greetings.
Are you here to wish death upon someone?
No, I'm merely curious about different religions,
You're a scholar.
different gods. No, but the first step to becoming religious is curiosity, no? Following a religion,
I
if one isn't
suppose.
born to it.
Do you come from
Would
afar,
you know-
traveler?
Over by Grana, yes.
Oh, you have come quite far. You were asking a question before I rudely interrupted you.
Yes, so sorry. I'm looking for God, who is also of death, like yours. But he takes on the form of a shepherd. What'd you know of it?
Excuse me. As I cough now. Your cough is infectious. Are you sick? What is happening here? Ah. Yes. The icons of the shepherd are a popular trope within the divine fellowship, I suppose they are. There have been many agricultural-based gods, But if one has to do with death, you will find what you seek at the top of this shrine. Or rather, the ziggurat.
Thank you, Your Holiness.
Oh, please, I am no holy man.
And Pax will bow very slightly, and then, like, in paranoia, look him over again, try to remember his face in case he's also an assassin, and then scurry up to the top of the ziggurat.
You do so. Hiding his garrote, you will see this man turn around away from you. Pax, you head on to the top of this great big ziggurat dedicated to the eldest and most revered of human gods. You will first see Agatharon, who is a very popular god amongst those who seek knowledge, seek wisdom. It is in fact that god which had a subsect of temples and shrines that led into good old Wang John Yun's, or fuck, I butchered his name. Jun's,
I'm going June.
faith. Hong Wang Jun, thank you. Agatharon was their patron deity, even though they did not directly worship any divine. Excuse me. You will also see the... You'd think I have these pulled up or memorized by now, but you'd be wrong. Let me find out for you real quick. Who else we got?
It's because you write so much.
I do write a lot. I'm sure
It's a good thing.
Here. You will see Thyla. Oh, how could we forget Thyla? Thyla was the healer / mother god, or goddess, of all of the human gods during the First Age. It was she, as well as Kenway, her firstborn quote-unquote son, the dead god, who took the fight to Tiamat the most. As well as... well, there's no way to make this any more mysterious, Pax. You see who you believe to be known as Grim, an entity of tall menace, of a shadowed / cowled man staring down at you, his small herbalism scythe, like a druid's, held at his side. You look at who is known as simply the Old Man, a death god, one of the first, one of the eldest. You see no priest or priestess tending to his shrine. What do you do?
It seems like his place is quite, I guess.
I missed a word there from your microphone. I'm sorry.
Sorry. It seems like his shrine doesn't receive a lot of pilgrims or visitors.
No, it does not. There's not even a collection plate nor a offering bowl, which is very uncharacteristic for most divinities.
I think Pax would look around and then go up to the statue and kneel and enter in like a whispered monologue towards the statue. Things like I've never done this before. Grim, I don't know why you gave me a second chance. I don't know what you want from me. I know nothing of you. I thank you. Truly. but I'm just lost. And he has a hard time finding the rest of the words as I cough. No blood, we're good.
That's good. Pax, you stare up at this rendition of an entity you have seen before that once possessed a corpse of a man and spoke at you, questioning you. Pax, there's no priest nor priestess here. You look around, looking for any of the followers of the most ancient and assumedly most revered divines of your species. But it seems that they are lacking.
Oh, Pax, after he sits in silence and thinks about where he's come from, he'll take out 10 gold and put it at Grimm's feet. Just thank you. And he will go look to his companions and try to drink his nightmares away.
You will try. And you will find your companions wherever they might be. After we figure out what Thymond Huthgut gets up to during his downtime.
Yeah, he is probably going to the market because he broke the hilt he was going to use to make his battle axe and just try to find something to replace it with.
Yeah. Anything in particular? Just regular wood, or...
He would probably start trying to find something more exotic, and then if he can't, just go down to normal wood, perhaps ones that's already shaped and formed into hilts.
Get your battle axe halves right here! Let me roll some dice here. If I could find my d10s. Oh, that's not a good sign. Thymond, you try to find any sort of exotic woodworking or something that could act as an intermediary for what you want to be a magical axe blade, great axe, battle axe,
Battle axe.
Yeah. You begin to look all throughout the market, unable to find anything of great note. But if you are looking to make this yourself, you could always go down to a local carpentry shop. Normally they have deals to get wood from people all across, well, this economic zone, really. Alternatively, you could look for a craftsman yourself, such as a blacksmith or whatever. What do we call them? A bowyer. Bowyers tend to have some sort of connections with magical woods, or they'd be your best bet at finding one anyway.
Yeah. Bowyer's a weird word, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Simon's a guy who thinks conjuring magic by yourself is strange, but if you can physically forge it into your own ways, that's how you use it. So if you can find someone that like would have a connection to being able to get better wood, he would go there first. But he's not above just using normal wood and then later on replacing it with something better.
Okay. Then why don't I make it easy for you? Because the dice say I rolled like shit. So nothing cool is gonna happen. You can spend the 5 or 6 silver it would need, or you would need to create your battle axe haft. And you can just spend that right there, and we can get down to that juicy let's make a magical weapon kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm always up for that.
Okay. We've made a magical item in the past, but that was when you were a spellcaster. You are currently a fighter.
Yep.
So I do want to know if you have any sort of special plans to make this, I believe it was a giant's bone, into a truly magical weapon.
Yeah, so I have a giant bone and a bit of wyvern leather and then spike of a wyvern. And I was just gonna basically mash this all together to make a cool battle axe. And my real plan was I'm proficient with jewelers and smith tools, so perhaps go to a smith and pay him a bit of money to allow me to use his forge setup, and then use my proficiencies to get it to work somehow.
Okay. Well, with a
A
proper
redneck
forge,
engineer magic item.
Yeah, the true dwarven way.
with a proper forge, I'm going to give you advantage on this blacksmithing tools check, which is what you're going to be based on. Well, I guess I don't need to ask. I could just have you tell me where the wyvern spike is going to go. Is it going to go on the very top of the axe? Is it going to go on the back of the axe? Or is it going to go on, like, the hilt? So you could stab a person with your, like a dagger.
I was gonna have it on the hilt, but then I thought about it, and actually having it at the front makes the most sense to, like, kind of using it like a pike or a glaive.
Yeah. Okay. Well, give me a blacksmith's tools check here. At advantage, because you are hiring help. We're going to say it's going to cost you 2 whole schmeckles to rent part of this forge. 2 golden schmeckles. What skill or what attribute would you be using here?
I think dexterity. It makes the most sense out of all normal skills to me. If you're using your hands.
Yeah. I could see Dex. I think there's an argument for Constitution. Where, since, you know, you're putting your all into this and having to be quite rigid and stationary at times.
Constitution would make sense, and I am a dwarf, so standing like right on top of the forge, just absorbing all the heat at once so I can get the perfect temperature into it.
Yeah. If you want to give me con or dex, it's up to you.
Yeah. And then, hopefully... Oh! How wonderful.
It's a pretty good roll. Yeah.
It's a decent roll, at best.
It's pretty good. You spend several hours sharpening this giant bone down into a singular, almost triangular point. It's going to be more of a punching than a slicing weapon. But you find that this bone is quite sturdy. It's made from, I believe, a giant shoulder blade.
Yeah!
Yeah, it was already quite angular. Hadn't been damaged at all. And as you begin to sharpen it down, pressing it against the grindstone, using some chisels and hammers, you will get this shoulder blade into a very fine, durable edge, which you will then heat and calcify. There is a almost ashen color to it, as it sort of imbues itself with the forge's ashes already in it and coals. After which, you will make a handle for this great big thing that you are creating, which will be tipped with the wyvern tail spike and then wrapped all the way down to the very handle grip with wyvern leather. This thing looks sick as hell. It is heavy at the top, meaning that you are going to get a lot of force behind it. But it is not magical by its very nature. These are mundane parts. You can create the grooves for the enchantment, but you will need to get magic into this some way, shape, or form, which is done in 2 ways. One is you get a spellcaster, easy enough, but then the weapon will be limited by the spells that that caster can cast into it. Or the second one, which is far cooler and far more base, that an elf all the way in Eos Minoris chooses to do, which is kill enough magical creatures with a mundane weapon until it is a magical weapon. Which would you prefer, Find?
It's not really a question. Simon definitely would prefer to just murder enough things until this weapon decides, maybe I'm magical.
Yeah. Okay. You will need to hunt magical creatures, and then over the course of using this giant axe, I suppose you can literally add giant axe to your character sheet. I guess giant in several quotations. It will eventually become magical should you kill enough highly magical creatures. Demons, dragons, the Fae. Oh god.
Is it the quantity or the quality
It's
that
both.
matters?
Both.
I think both.
I gotta go
Things
kill a
matter.
Hydra, guys. Personal reasons.
It's true. Alternatively, I suppose you could channel and beg for a god to, like, hey, make this magical, fucker, please, I beg you. I'll kill all your enemies, I swear on me mum. And by dedicating a weapon to them, they can bless it. You're a fighter. You don't work for a god. Right?
Unless they pay me enough.
You
I'll work for
drop a
anyone.
soul in there and that makes it magical.
What was that, Osric?
Could you trap a soul in there and that would make it magical?
I'm sure you could, if the soul was magical enough. You want to become like
That fucking
Arthas?
guy out there in the goddamn desert, go fight him.
Simon, this is the weapon you now have that Pax will see you with. However, before we move on to that scene, we're gonna go to Osric now. Osric, the other dwarf of the party, what do you do now that you're here?
Damn, fuck around, I guess. Like,
You want to go carousing?
did a great job, murdering some things. That was fun. Found out more information about things that he doesn't exactly care about.
Yeah.
How much does, like, a mediocre beer cost?
Mediocre beer cost price?
Yeah.
I don't know. Shit. Like 1 silver, probably? Maybe
Because
half
he
a
has
silver?
180 copper pieces that he just wants to fucking spend somewhere.
You want to spend... I mean, that's like what? 100 or 18 silver?
It's not much.
You get blasted off of however much. of these
Yeah,
copper
like push
pieces.
it like towards the bartender and is like, "Yeah, you just keep them coming, sonny. Whatever that gets me. I'll be here for a while."
Thymond and Pax, you will see Osric at the bar just drinking all of the copper that he has. Which I suppose leads us with Jonal for downtime.
Yes, I have a couple of things that I want to do. One of them being just like more flavor or whatever. So I think one of the things Jonal is gonna do. Jonal hates this like trying to be quiet and not talk about who he is in the bar thing.
Yeah.
He hates that. He hates that so much. He should be proud of who he is. He doesn't want to be the rat he was before, hiding and scurrying in corners.
Oh.
So I think he finds a place that's maybe a little bit safer to tell his stories, and he's gonna go out to like the slums or the poor parts of the cities and find some kids to tell stories to, and offer them. One of the things he has is he has a trick coin, a trick brass coin, which he'll let the kids flip, and if they land on heads and both sides are heads, he's gonna give them a coin.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna give out a little bit of gold to these kids while telling them, this story of Jonal. And wink, it's totally not me.
I see. What else do you get up to, since I don't know how to engage with that?
Alright, so I'm gonna mark off, 20 kids that I'm telling the story to over a week. And then the other thing that I wanted to do during my downtime was to I now have this Librum of the Hoarfrost Witch, right? And I want to... When I identify this thing, it gives me a riddle. And it seems to want to take me through an adventure to get to some end goal. So there must... What Jonal is struggling with is, if you wanted this thing to be solved, you wouldn't make it so hard, make all the parts so far away from each other. You would just make this something that was easy to do. So something about the journey has to be important. Something about doing it has to be hard, and the dedication has to be important, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think he's trying to dig a little bit more into the words and the intent behind the words here. And I think he's gonna use, I had a 3rd level spell slot yet left. And I'm gonna use that to upcast Identify. And I will, doesn't really necessarily mechanically do this, but I have this transmuted spell, metamagic, which basically the idea was that I'm changing the form of my magic to be more aligned. I'm using effort to change my magic to be more aligned with this Hoarfrost Witch's magic. And so I'd like to also use a sorcery point to essentially transmute this Identify to be more aligned, to be able to get more out of it, to try to understand a little bit more the intent of this quest.
Okay. I like this a lot, and I need to ask you a pre-question before I give you more for what you're about to do. So this Librum, the spell crystal contraption where you put several gems into it, and then it will teach you or give or change what the Identify spell gives you, right? So you didn't just get one riddle from it, you got 2 separate ones. One was where all 4 were, or all 4 parts, and not in great detail. And then when you put one crystal, your blood gem, inside of it, it then changed.
Yep.
So when you are upcasting this, is it when it's at base value, when you take out the red blood crystal, or when you put it inside?
I think it's without, because I'm looking for more the nature of the overarching quest, not this specific direction it's taking us, right?
Okay. No, this is good. This is good. Where do you do this as you begin to hard cast your Identify spell?
Surrounded by orphans.
Yes, no. I think this would be in a whatever tavern room I'm staying in one night.
Okay. Just upstairs from where your party is.
Yeah, where they're down there drinking. If something explodes, then hopefully
Yeah.
they'll get caught in the blast.
That's good. That's what I like.
Only
to
the
hear.
safest way to do it, really.
Let me put some tavern noises on. Jonal, you begin to long cast the Identify spell, which takes around 10... No, this is
1
instant.
minute.
It gives it to... Go ahead and post Identify for me, lest I forget. Takes 1 minute. Okay. You are channeling into this great big crystal. It can act as an arcane focus in your hands. And you channel as much or as high amount of magic you can keep within yourself into it. And as you give magic in, you will take magic out using your meta magic slot to, or not meta, your sorcery point to use meta magic and alter the fundamental identity of the Identify spell. You are trying to get more information about the quest in general, correct?
Yes.
I am looking at my notes right now upon the Hoarfrost, which is goals. As you begin to fade out from the background noise of these thin walls of your inn, you will feel a sudden chill enter your arm, run to your shoulder, up into your neck. It is a very uncomfortable feeling as you feel your meat frost slightly. Your eyes will close as you shiver. Your ear will tingle and then twitch. Your entire right side of your face will briefly go rigid as your mind changes from the noise of this tavern to that of the workshop you had just left less than a week ago. Wrong music. You see through the quote-unquote eyes of this item. This strange magical crystal allows you to view the world as though you are looking through a kaleidoscope, not of one color, but many, of reds, of purples, of blues, and of whites, blending in, changing, shifting, and then coalescing into a singular crystalline frame. Beyond is a woman you have never seen before. A woman of almost plain appearance. She does not have ornaments in her hair. She is wearing clothes that Belle has stolen from her wardrobe, which, although nice, are no rich garb. She is clearly of a commoner persona or background. And she is staring dead into you with irises that are shining with a pale white light. Her magic, like your own, manifesting in a sorcerous way. This woman is speaking, rhyming, realizing her rhyme is shit. It's like, no, we can't do that. Quietly under her breath. And as you begin to seek out what it is this quest is supposed to be about, why is she giving you this fucking rhyme? Why is she sending you out in this weird, poorly phrased, honestly annoying ritual? Why isn't she making this easy if she wants something done? You look at a frustrated female form who just goes into a silent, almost brooding look as she stares at you. Not seeing you, obviously, but at the code, the Librum that you're using for your Identify spell. And you hear a annoyed phrase from what you assume to be just the witch talking to herself of, why couldn't you make this easy? I fucking hate you. Goddamn. The frustrated sigh as you stare at this woman is probably a shock to you. Jonal, that's your fucking name. Jonal, you feel the spell code, the Librum, fall from your grip as this just very human frustration translates across time. This enchantment having taken place, but you assume hundreds of years ago. The Hoarfrost Witch is over 400 years old. And you think about that, why couldn't you make this easy? The frustration of jumping through hoops. She did not do this because she's an eccentric weirdo who likes to do rhymes. She made this item because she was compelled. That is what your third level Identify will get you.
That is very interesting. Jonal sees a mirror of his feelings of, why couldn't you just make this easy, goddamn, in in his predecessor. And that's interesting. Who is this person that is compelling the Great Frost Witch to make a strange quest? And why are they doing it?
Just to clarify, John, the spell still does cause an explosion that kills all of us, right?
Yeah, everyone dies.
Okay, just wanted to clarify that real quick.
Jonal, while you are contemplating to yourself, one of the servants comes in and asks you if you're with the crazy dwarf who is knocking back drinks downstairs, and if you could get them to calm down, because they are currently ranting and raving about something nobody understands.
Right, challenging everyone to a arm wrestling contest. I bet you 5 drinks, I can take it.
I'd rather
Yeah, I'll
5 drinks, old man. No fucking
I'll
shit,
offer
no.
to do an arm
Tommy, old
wrestling
man.
contest with the dwarf.
You children these days. Janelle. You're disrespecting me. I'm distinguished.
You're
been
very
married.
distinguished.
I have kids.
You are distinguishing yourself right now.
I,
In many,
I
many
won-
ways, Oscar.
I won the arm wrestling contest, Janal. You can call me Osric the Strong.
Yeah,
Rick.
and I'm Jonal the Frigid. Feel my hand.
Shoves the drink into the hand.
It immediately crystallizes, as Jonal is now a walking refrigerator.
Delicious.
I guess I'll drink the drink.
Yeah.
3 drinks?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And you all will party well into November, as you all benefit from a long rest, which we already have done. It is the 31st, which means it is the 6th. Which means it is a Marquezan Market Day in Marquezan. But none of you are there, so it doesn't matter. Long rest complete. That looks like it. There we go. Marty, you have all gathered after time away from your own thoughts. Now you are here. Bahammaron is there as well, and sort of asks you guys where you plan to go next.
Well, we have some business in Avra to take care of.
You do? What of?
Crazy fucking magic bullshit.
What kind of crazy
Exactly
magic
that.
bullshit?
The
demonic,
magic kind, Baja Man.
Demonic entity we're hunting.
Pack, stop answering questions with truth.
Ah,
So you're
we want to
hunting-
party in Avra.
See, no, it's useless now.
Oh, okay.
Shameful. Are you going there too, Baja Man, or are we finally parting ways?
Well, I have always been heading north, but
Right?
you guys were gone for like 2 weeks. I thought you died, you know?
Almost.
We
Ain't
almost
no
did.
group of goblins and other things gonna kill us.
Yeah.
Giant
Ran from a
Hydra.
Hydra.
Well, apparently the
Could have
north
killed it. Could have
is
taken it.
absolutely fucked in terms of goblin raids and bugbears and hobgoblins.
Which means you can sell at a higher price because less trade
Exactly.
caravans are going up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Renabal is currently not under siege, but it's getting close.
Ain't no thing for us, Baja Man. Don't you worry.
Yes, quite. I always feel secure when you're around, Oscar, he says. You're quite a reliable man. You too, Thymond. Pax, Jonal, you're present.
I know. I know. Thank you, Bahama.
Thank you very much.
But yes, Avra seems to be our the next leg.
Okay. Is there anything else you need to do here in the city of 1,000 dreams?
You know, I ain't had no one dream since coming here.
I've completed my
But nothing
dream
but-
since coming here, so
Nothing but
Nothing
blackout.
but nightmares in this city.
Jeez, it seems like we've had mixed results.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like a person that we can give like a review to or something.
there's only
You could
1,000
Yelp about
dreams.
it.
I mean, clearly you guys weren't in the slot at the time. One just opened up. I made my X.
Axe, have you considered getting a sleep study done?
Who cares to study my sleep? Are you offering?
No.
No, that sounds like a creepy job. You just watch people sleep and then tell them about it? Like,
Seems like
Yeah,
a type of thing a
basically.
noble would pay for.
where the fuck did you grow up that that's a normal thing?
It's not.
Unbelievable. This is up there with you turning things into ice the other day, alright? That was also freaky. Did not appreciate. I want you to know I stood over you while you slept for a couple hours, and I did contemplate taking off your arm.
So what you're saying is you did a sleep study on me.
You know what?
Also, Jonal, I didn't know that you two were in that kind of relationship.
We always get stuck in the same room together.
Doctor and patient.
Yeah, I studied at the finest dwarven universities.
I always had a blah 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 blah. Let's go to Averill. Yeah, woo, I'm
We can
drunk
keep the
too.
bit going.
We love traveling. We get to
Poor
go war
Bob,
profiteer.
What was that, Red?
We get to go war profiteer.
Yeah, it's true. Bahamon has now finished loading his carts. Oh, big yawn, excuse me. Oh. His good old servants and workers are ready to rock and roll, and you all begin heading up that northbound road. Some guards are like, hey, you guys better be careful. And, you know, you guys fucking ignore them. They're shit-ass 1/4 CR guards. Fucking idiots.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Like a shadow dragon eats us or something?
A shadow dragon comes out of the skies. You say that. Oh.
Jono, we've talked about this. You got to stop jinxing it. The gods are real, and they will spite you.
Oof. As you guys are heading north, you will find travelers heading south. It appears the people of Ren Abal are currently, or at least some of them, the upper middle to higher class, are taking a trip down to the more populated but rural cities along this river. They are trying to escape, effectively, what city is going to be on the front line of what they believe is a hobgoblin invasion. These guys are unescorted. These are not refugees. They are just those of means who have the ability to leave, leaving. You get on up to Irevo, which is a quaint town. Its population is quite small, even smaller than Marivo's. There are sustenance farms that are set up along the river, but the river here is so... it's more swamp than river, honestly. Most of the flooding that happens in this area sort of pulls down on the lower valley and then continues down to Marivo. It's still capable of boat traffic, but it's not nearly as fast. You guys have already gone past the fastest part of the river, of the Ateru. You are also going uphill for most of your trek here. It's not like super steep or super elevated. You're basically at the lowest part of a mountain range that continues to go up at a gentle slope. You're sort of surrounded by mountains on this side, and then in the distance there are more mountains over here in terms of just geography. But you make it to Irevo. Who wrote on my map?
Nice,
Don't
good
worry about
calf workout.
There's
Look at
no
these.
writing anywhere.
Hosrick shows off his hairy, ultra muscular calves.
Thank you.
Party. You make it to the city. Nothing bad happened on your way up, which is nice.
Mhm.
What do?
Well, I'm still good. I'm very happy. I'm on a euphoric high right now for actually not ruining the thing I spent a long time making.
I think we need to find someone to talk to. We need to.
I want to find someone to fight.
Jeez.
I gotta test this thing out.
But if you kill someone with
Well,
it,
if we
that's
figure
not
out where we need to
magical.
go next, I think you will find something to fight.
Well, John, if I kill a wizard, that's magical.
True.
Watch out, Janelle.
I said wizard.
My blood's definitely not magical. Stay away from me.
Have you ever heard this treatment called bloodletting? I think you might be a little sick. We should try it out.
There's a darkness
Stay away
to
from me.
Simon's scowl every morning.
I know.
The blood goal.
Sorry about that. I had a phone call.
Good.
We got to Avra on Fantasy
11th.
November what?
Sorry. It was a 5-day journey.
11. Got it.
You don't track the
What
days
specifically
back.
is it that we're looking for here again?
Well, that guy we killed, Father Margot, he sent a letter this way. Where he was penning a letter. A seed was going this way.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. Yeah. Well, back on the siege shit again. Let's go find
I
if
think
anyone looks pregnant. It shouldn't be.
We look for people with thick, slushy drinks in poor parts
Oh, we
of
gotta do a
town.
bar crawl. Bar crawl. Bar crawl. Bar crawl.
Sure, you
think
can
it's
drink
the
it this time.
Investigation check for both of you. Or
Got it.
whoever wants to go on a bar crawl.
I was just going on a fucking bar crawl.
Hell
Investigation.
yeah. Yep. You may tell
Not
me
good.
if you're drunk, and in which case roll at disadvantage.
At one
After
point, I would
Pax's
get
previous.
I can come help Pax because I don't trust him. Because last time he went out by himself, he almost died, and
Became
we had to go
pregnant.
in debt to the priests.
It's true.
Which I don't think we ever paid that, did we?
No, the payment was going to go kill a bunch of cultists, which we did
Oh.
pay by killing those cultists.
It's true. Then on the 7 and the 13, if no one else is going to go pub crawling, you will not find any pulpy drinks nor wine, even when you target the poorer districts of this town. What you do find in Irovo, though, no,
If it's that child again,
this can't
I
be
will
right.
lose it.
Little Shamshire.
Jing. Sure.
Oh.
If we find him
Ganshu's
pub
blood
crawling,
has to be magical, right?
yeah, but if we find him while we're bar crawling, that's gonna be a little concerning.
Ooh, you find some cool people here. Give me 1 second. You find Am I in the wrong document? I am in the wrong document. I have to be. Surely. No, not you. You maybe? No. I make too many documents, guys. I need to revisit. Thanks to today's sponsor, World Anvil, you
Take as long as you need. We have unlimited time.
That's what you think. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is.
It's where the place you haven't checked is.
I fucking hate you so much, Red, at times. I can't stand you at times.
You love me and my hysterical jokes.
Who's Maury?
Don't know.
What?
No one knows.
Never heard of him.
It's one of those unanswerable questions.
Okay. While you are in Iraville, you will hear tale and word while pub crawling that a group of adventurers has entered the city a few days before you all arrived. This group appears to have been God, how should I say this? Beyond repute, who works for the Emperor himself within the dynastic palace. They appear to have been on the hunt, on the prowl, and everywhere you go, you are hearing tales of their deeds instead of yours. What do you guys do?
You guys, there's a group of people here that are cooler than we are. I vote we go drinking with them.
I vote that we
Shut
ignore
on
them.
bar crawling.
Ow. That is the least dwarven thing I think you've ever said to me, son. I'm disappointed, and I know your parents would be too. Painful.
When was the
Dwarven
last
behavior.
time you spoke to your grandchildren, Osric?
Because you wouldn't keep bringing
I mean-
up my children and my grandchildren whenever they're upset with me. They have parents.
You should
and
be
my
around the
children are
hearth,
adults.
telling them great stories.
And I will when I'm done killing lots of things and I, go visit.
I'm young. I have time to get great stories to tell my grandchildren.
Don't even have a wife yet. Or a husband. I
Why?
don't know.
Why do we care about their stories? We should just ignore them. It's better for us anyways.
Well, what if they have information that we could be looking for?
What if they do, guys? I found them!
What?
I found the adventuring group!
Can we know who they are?
You're gonna find out.
We got a lot of shit going on, alright? We've got, parasite demon eggs going into people's bodies. We've got
Allegedly. There's no proof.
Allegedly they're going inside of people's bodies. What do you mean allegedly? I saw it happen.
Allegedly that
Pax
they're in the
almost
city.
died.
We haven't seen anything.
He turned an alleyway into a fucking sewer dump. All right,
We don't
It's
need
dangerous.
we don't need to talk about that particular alleyway.
Well, we don't
okay?
need to talk about my grandchildren either, but y'all keep bringing that up. So
I think that's a dwarven thing. Let's go meet these adventurers.
You
Maybe
will
they have
find
news.
these adventures are quite easy to locate, for they are set up right beneath this town's ziggurat, much the same as Maravo's ziggurat. It is a temple complex that sits in the dead center of this once theocratic region. They can be found in a great big colorful tent of great oranges, purples, whites, pinks, magentas, all these very vibrant, beautiful colors, as you will find the Cruel Carnival, specifically with their 4 to 18 members, 4 of which are the adventurers themselves, and then the other extras are the people who pretend to be the same adventurers, but who are very, they're just paid hands who have either been enchanted or have just been part of the circuit for so long that they are full-blown clowns. You can find them rolling around on balls, entertaining the children and common folk. You can find some pretending to be soothsayer slash jokester of like, oh, I foresee you're about to be hit in the face by a cream pie. They're like, what's a cream pie? And then they just get blasted straight by a full thing of like whey curds. It's not even cream, nor has it been whipped. It is disgusting. Like, I hope you're not lactose intolerant. And like someone's writhing on the ground from like a bad allergy from whatever has occurred. This great prank area, I suppose, is kind of like a disaster zone where the guards are kind of unsure how to stop it, and none of the nobility nor captains wants to challenge the 4 people who know can just absolutely wipe this town from the face of the map. What do you guys do as you enter / get a close to this carnival?
They said adventurers.
Yeah.
Yes, this is one of those groups you hear about.
I don't hear about no groups that act like this. The fuck?
Look, Ozzy,
Yeah,
we wanted to
Cruel
go
Carnival.
through this. We're gonna do it now.
Listen, I thought we were gonna meet some sweaty, strong, cool people that we could get beers with and wrestle and cry about, our grandchildren
You
together.
hear in the
I
background,
wasn't aware.
Osric, caller is shouting, Testral strength, hit the bell with this heavy
Oh, sorry,
hammer
you're back.
and you will get a free voucher for an egg sandwich.
Osric's walking away in the middle of his rant.
Do you go to it?
Fuck yeah.
Osric leaves you. What about you, Thyman, Jonal, and Pax?
I mean, I haven't been with them this whole time.
Oh, where have you gone?
Oh, where have you been?
I wanted to go and try to find, I suppose libraries and books are more of a modern thing, and we're not at the city known for that. But like a sage or something who would be able to give me information on histories or the like.
You would want to talk with the local clergy then, in which case you were up with your friends until this point, probably. Since this carnival is right underneath the main temple construct of the city.
Oh, so I meet up with them outside of this carnival,
Yeah.
being like, hey, how did we end up in the same spot?
I was going to get some buttered popcorn and watch Osric make a fool of themselves.
How about buttered corn? Not popped.
Yes.
They just hand you
Pax
gross
goes.
yellow creamed corn.
Yo, utensils.
No utensils. Eat it with your hands.
I liked these gloves.
No one says you have to be wearing gloves. In fact, we encourage you not to.
Of course, you too.
Welcome to the Cruel
Pax.
Carnival.
Pax is weary of pranks being pulled on him, so he's on high alert. And he's watching his 2 dwarven friends who might not handle this the way a human might.
Someone's gonna try to prank either Osric or Thymond, and they are about to get thrashed.
Now, I'm just worried about Pax not having to worry about pranks and assassins.
Indeed. The clown assassins. Pax knows them, has been dreaming of them for years. Osric, you head on up to this great big, comedically oversized bell. Like, it is like the Alamo bell. Or the Liberty Bell here. This thing is
Jesus.
huge. It's not a tiny little ringer set up on a wooden post with a big mallet. It is a full-sized city alarm bell that they have either stolen, got somewhere, or carried here. and set it up on great big wooden posts. And there is a huge mallet that's as big as you are, and maybe just as heavy, that, like, people are trying to lift as, like, a team to, like, slap the big metal ringer inside of this bell to make a noise by having it hit the wall, you know. And they call out, if you hit the bell, get a free egg sandwich.
Don't give a shit about no fucking egg sandwich. Step aside!
It's the best egg sandwich you'll never have because no one's ever hit our bell before. Come along, teams.
They'll talk a lot.
What?
Ozric's gonna pick up that fucking hammer.
Alright, give me a strength check. I suppose at disadvantage because no one's helping you.
Sure.
Axe is yelling from the crowd, look at the old dwarf, he can do it! Yeah!
Just a strength.
Yeah, just pure strength.
Alright.
Oh,
18.
do you want to rage for advantage?
Sure. Why the fuck? If I try to pick it up the first time and it doesn't work, he'll get angry. I will
You try
waste
to
a rage
pick it
for
up.
this.
Oh, you try to pick it up, and then as you feel like all the cortisol in your body is like rushing to your head, you're just starting to get divinely upset. How dare they make a hammer that a dwarf can't lift? And as you rage, you have a minute to hit. Well, you have a round to hit something before your rage leaves you. But you are able to pick up this refrigerator of a mallet.
Yeah, it lasts 1 minute.
Well, it lasts 1 minute, but it goes away if you don't take the attack action, Osric.
That's true. That's true.
You have to attack.
Smash the fucking bell.
Alright. I'm gonna let you recklessly attack for advantage, which will cancel out the disadvantage for using an oversized weapon that not
Alright, so
even
it's a
a
normal
giant
attack.
should be able to wield normally. Go ahead and make an attack roll against the Liberty Bell here.
Okay. I don't have just like plain attack.
You can use a weapon. It's fine.
Okay. I'll use my great axe. It's similar enough. My raging great axe. 12.
Oh. With a 12, you take the
Rough.
attack. Ugh. But it's so high up, you realize that either the bell's ringer has been strategically placed outside of a normal dwarf's reach, or, oh well, you know, it's just set up in a weird way so that you spin and miss your target. Oh my god, Osric. You're level 5 though, right?
Shameful. Yes, I am. I have an extra attack.
You have an extra
Go in
attack.
again. Ah!
You hit it! with your great axe.
Oh, this is not even my rage, too.
It's fine. You strike at it with this heavy-ass mallet before the back of your right knee is just, like, sprained from just the effort you were doing as you hit it, and the bell creaks and creaks, and it's about to hit the wall. It's about to hit the wall, Osric, and you look at it, and it stops moving at one point. Gravity works against you. The central thing is almost as heavy as the entire bell itself. Osric, you slap the fucking hammer down. Jesus Christ. Everyone begins to clap and cheer as you're the only guy in the entire town for all the time this carnival's been here to even get it this far on your own. And one of the, you know, yelpers is just going, and he fucks it up at the last second. Everybody give a hand to the sandwich winner, Osric Steelfist. Here you go. And Osric, raw uncooked eggs are brought to you in a bread bowl. It is the most foul thing you've ever smelled because it was clearly cracked open days ago and it's all just seeping into this gross thing. And they force it into your hands. You're too tired to just do anything but stare at it for like a second before you throw it.
Throw it at the fucking bell.
You throw it at the bell and dings. Why? Diamond, you watch all this happen, presumably with PAX.
What a demonstration.
Can you fucking believe that?
Yes, also,
almost
yes,
had
I
it.
can.
It was rude,
You know,
humiliating,
you two dwarves,
racist.
you
All right.
two dwarves should have done it together. You would have had it.
Funnel games are usually rigged. They would have said, oh, 2 people can't win it. You don't get any egg bowl.
I don't care about the egg bowl. Simon.
Simon, you hear in the back of, like, the tent itself going, "Stare at the Medusa's head! If you don't turn to stone, you'll win an egg!"
Keeps giving them
This prize
fucking
is stuck.
eggs. Who's in charge of this place? I want to complain to the manager.
How many people have turned to stone at this place is a better question to be asking.
Well, you can go check if you would like.
That is a dangerous game.
And if you turn to stone, I will avenge you. Don't you worry.
I don't want
The
to
prizes
turn
here
to
kind of
stone.
suck.
Yeah, this whole carnival fucking stuff. Hey, do you think this is where they have the fucking demon egg thing? This is like the perfect place to be sticking that into people's bodies.
Jesus Christ.
But they're well-known adventurers. I don't think they'd be associated with a demonic cult like that.
I mean, they're the types to give you rotten raw egg.
I mean, besides the Emperor, obviously. You know, that kind of counts as a demonic cult.
Does anyone go inside the tent?
The Medusa tent?
Sure.
Yeah.
Is there a place here that like sells drinks?
Oh yeah, for sure. All of them
I
egg
don't
think
think
so.
you
related.
would
Sniff
have
that
drinks
out.
there.
I'm gonna go see what type of drinks they're selling.
You look
the
at
demon
an
drink.
eggnog station that is currently unattended, that anyone could tamper with. It is disgusting. It is foul. And you see, like, one clown 30 feet away, just, like, lurking from behind a strongman. It's like one of those, not cardboard, like, plasterboard, almost. Comedic style take your picture at one, but cameras don't exist. This is a fantasy world, so it's surely just to get a laugh at whoever gets behind the sign. So that guy's just being weird on the corner, watching whoever is like gonna get a drink or take a sip from this eggnog punch bowl. Would you like one?
What does it smell like?
Osric, you haven't had a sense of smell in years, but this thing penetrates
That is true. I think I remember that being canon.
It is so disgusting, dude.
Simon, can you smell this? My sense of smell is just ain't what it used to be.
I'm not even over there.
Simon looks
You
I'm
look
left.
around. Simon's gone. He went to the tent. I don't know where
these
Pax
days.
is.
Pax was watching people go into the Medusa tent, seeing people came out.
Yeah, for sure. People do come out. But Pax, you see someone you don't know or recognize. Some female clown shows up and is just like, "Oh my goodness, did you get your eye gouged at the knife throwing competition?
Yes, I did.
Great! Would you like to lose your other?
No, I'm quite attached to it.
But if you win, you get a magical knife!"
I don't trust the prizes. My friend got an egg sandwich. That wasn't an egg sandwich.
This is our one non-egg related prize. All you have to do is risk getting your eyes gouged out.
Well, show me. Lead the way.
They begin to hop and separate the party even more than what it was. Osric, take a drink or leave. Leave and look for your friends. For the love of God. Run.
You're resistant to poison. Take a
But
drink.
this would be the perfect place, and I'm a dwarf. I do have resistance to poison.
Oh my God.
The
I don't think
forbidden
salmonella
eggnog.
counts.
Osric takes a
Give me a Constitution saving throw at advantage because of
delicate
poison
little
resistance.
slurp. Would you say? Sorry, Constitution saving throw.
At advantage.
Yes,
Low
at
10.
advantage. Because I got that strong dwarven stomach of steel. I chewed on screws as a child.
Please be 2 nat 1s.
Oh my god.
Two
It's not enough.
tens.
The flat 10s aren't enough here. Osric, you immediately feel the need to shit. And then as you run to the outhouse stalls, you quickly realize that they're paid entry. And there is a small line of people who are like going to pay 5 to 10 gold for a place to shit safely.
Wow. They really don't know Osric.
They don't.
They don't know Osric.
Are you gonna defecate in the streets?
Yes.
Osric finds a corner to defecate.
Osric finds a corner. He's
Immediately,
shameless.
a crowd of children walk past you heading to the tent, Osric. You know, they want to see the Medusa, and they just see this old dwarf taking a shit in an alleyway. They're like, Mommy, what's that thing? It's like, a demon! A demon! Somebody shouts.
Osric gets sent to the local prison.
Osric is going to get chased by the guards for public indecency. But while he's doing that, Thyman enters the tent where Medusa's head is said to be. Thyman, you walk into the tent canvas filled with stone statues of human and humanoid-shaped figures who are absolutely, definitely, 100% verified to have once been living people. And as you follow the queue of people who believe this is just a, you know, little hobbyist or advertising thing for... They can't possibly have a Medusa's head. You keep telling yourself this. There's no way a city would allow a group of clown-themed adventurers to show commoners an instant death petrification item. You just can't believe it. It's unbelievable for this to be real. And as you're getting to the front of the line, you are not just seeing a Medusa's head, you see a fully living Medusa with a veil over her face, snakes moving around, just casually talking with a clown guy who's just like honking his nose occasionally. It's like, behold the Medusa's wretched face! She's like, is it really that bad? Come on, man. I'm just a guy here. What do you do,
Oh.
Simon?
I am amazed. I'm a bit bewildered. that
Who
there's a
dares to
living-
gaze upon the petrifying glare of this hideous monster? She's like, come on, man! That's not...
It's not even like
used to
a
be
prize here, it's just
human.
death.
Yeah, for sure. You have to
I don't know
sign
if
a
I-
release waiver if you wish to look upon her.
I think I'm good. I don't think there's not even like a prize here, it's just chance of death. That's it.
You know, it's a unique experience, though. Think if
I
you're
don't
able
think
to
it is.
withstand the gaze, Thyman.
I gain nothing from that.
You get
I-
bragging rights.
Win an egg! Want an egg? It's a cockatrice egg!
That's
Here's your
worse.
chance to get a dangerous monster egg! They're great dungeon defenders! Great guard dogs! You see that most of this line is just to see the Medusa and not withstand her glare.
I don't even think I could survive it. I don't think I'm high enough level to win that saving throw.
Coward.
Coward.
You guys could all come here and try to win the cockatrice egg. I'm gonna live.
Osric, call him a coward. Peer pressure. Peer pressure.
Osric's running from the cops because he shat in the street.
Yeah, but I'm currently
He's
listening
busy.
to a person who's shat in the street, a man who is about to get his eye gouged out at a magic competition, and guy who's not even at the carnival. Okay, I am very content with just leaving, going back to Bahamon, and just working on a pair of boots.
So it's fun. You'll take risks with like the known halfling mafia.
Yeah, because I know the risks. I know I got a chance there. This is just pure luck.
You will
You've never
walk
had it.
past. You'll stick with the line. You know, there's clearly an out thing. And at the end, there'll be like a charity alms box called the Cure the Medusa Donation Fund.
That's
Hey.
interesting.
Anything you do there?
They look at you pleadingly.
Do you cheapskate them?
Rude, your camera's like all messed up.
It's true.
Little known fact, I have a
Mine?
0 in charity.
It's a little fuzzy. You have 0 in charity? You don't want to give a point in charity?
No.
Alright, Simon cheapskates
Welcome to the real
way
world.
out.
This isn't fantasy. People don't donate money. This is the real world. I need that.
Uh-oh.
You're like censored.
Oh,
Max,
it's
why don't
slowly
you
getting
take
better.
a quick break, and then on the end of it, we'll come out and gouge out an eye. Alright?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Alright, we'll
Like
be
an
right
Ozzy
back,
episode
everybody.
of Cops right now.
we are back in Irevo with a clown knife throwing competition, Pax. Pax, you see someone is strapped to a wheel, an old-timey gear-based wheel entirely made out of wood, being spun at high speeds. Like, they're almost a blur, screaming while they're going like this. And you're quickly realizing that this inhumane treatment of a creature is only allowed because that creature is a goblin, screaming out in a high-pitched goblin whir of you can see that there is like a jump pad which helps speed up this great big wheel that kids are jumping up and down as like part of a spring-loaded game. And they're like, throw a knife at a goblin, hit the wheel, and earn an egg. The clown advertiser who came up to you says, if you hit the goblin, you win a magical knife.
Oh, okay. Don't mind if I do.
You head up into the line. You want to take a throwing or a dagger attack at this guy?
Yes.
Okay. Are you gonna assist yourself in some way, shape, or form? If you can, I don't know.
I'm going to Hexblade's curse him to try to like slow him down a little bit.
You cast a magical spell on a goblin spinning so fast you can barely see his own outline. Go ahead and make an attack roll. You're going to do it at disadvantage because he is just spinning. He's basically taking multiple dodge actions at a single turn.
14.
A 14 at disadvantage is enough to hit the goblin. Roll damage.
I just 4 piercing.
Alright, let's see how much health this fucking goblin has. Ugh. You better kill him. You throw a knife, he's screaming, ah! And then you just hear the shunk noise. The clown lady who brought you here just starts cackling mad as she sees what you've done. The screaming has stopped. One of the kids bouncing on the jump pad. It's like, Mom, it's not making the funny noises anymore. Oh no! People stop, and as the wheel grisly turns, or stops turning, slowing down, you see the knife has been thrown free of this goblin's corpse. The blood that sprayed out was caught within the wind flow vortex of this thing, and has now created a strange circular pattern all around this goblin's corpse. There is light, yeah, it's dead! Coming from some people, and you quickly realize it's a kid dressed as a clown, who's just super happy while everyone else is like, what the fuck? I thought it was a part of a bit. You guys have monsters, right? Oh no, was this for real? Was this cruel? And like someone's like, yes, it was. They're called the Cruel Carnival. The knife comes back to you, Pax, and they hand it to you. Like, behold, a magical knife.
In what way is it magical?
It's a knife of goblin slaying.
Oh. Is this not just the same knife I just threw?
It is, yes. But now you get to keep it as a souvenir.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yep. You wouldn't happen to have any more goblins, gnomes, or halflings around, would you? That was kind of our last goblin.
For halflings, you want to look at a local tabernacle or haberdashery.
A haberdashery?
You usually find one at a tailor shop.
I guess we're gonna have to rob a tailor shop and kidnap whoever's there now, thanks to you. Pax Posidio, was it?
No, Thyman Huthguk.
Oh, Thyman Huthguk. Perfect.
Just put me in more hot water with the halfling mafia. It's fine.
We'll be sure to tell everyone, whoever we find there, they've been kidnapped by Thyman Huthguk.
Very good,
Okay.
as you were.
It's gonna catch up
Pax,
to me one day,
please
but right now
add
it's
a
fine.
+1 dagger to your character sheet, but have the +1 in quotation marks.
Understood.
Oh, man. For those of you at home, this looks like a standard steak knife that he just threw at someone. Who knows? Maybe it was once magical. Yeah, just like that. Simon, you see Pax having just killed a goblin on the other side of the tent that you come out of.
Looks like someone was having fun. So I was stuck in a long line to... I thought they actually had a very dangerous creature in there.
Oh, they had a goblin.
No, it was an actual... They had an actual Medusa.
Oh, that's not.
You should go in there.
There should not
You
be
can... You're like blind. It shouldn't hurt you. Because you can't look at it in the eyes.
Don't think that's how it works. I think if you perceive it,
Yeah, but you can't perceive
you are
it.
thus
You're
petrified. I'm only half blind.
Yeah, so just put the eye patch on the other eye.
I don't want an egg that bad.
It's a cockatrice egg.
Especially if. And what would you do with a cockatrice egg?
They said it was like a guard dog. I don't know.
I fear that you just want to slay this thing in your monster slaying habits.
That's rude. It can talk and it has a personality. So it's only like slightly a monster.
As you guys are walking out looking for Osric, who you last saw at the quote-unquote eggnog bowl, you will see that there is a dunking pool. You know, like one of those old carnival dunking pools that says Dunk the Archfiend on it. You will see that there is some sort of chained demon held up, spitting out abyssal language. Does anyone speak abyssal out of curiosity?
It's a great time. I don't speak common, so no.
Unfortunate. What about you, Pax? Do you speak abyssal?
I speak common and elvish.
I speak dwarvish.
It does not speak Dwarvish back to you. Instead, it... you speak this demonic figure is shouting something that sounds like a dying star being engulfed inside of a black hole. It's a terrifying sound. And there's like two clowns on standby, just like one with a bucket and another one with like just handing out beanbags to people. Like, hit the mark! Only 5 copper! If you dunk it, you're doing your world a service.
There is 100 copper.
Alright. You throw them in the bucket. Beanbags are handed to you just one after the other. This guy seemingly materializing them from his endless pockets.
Is it like holy water? Or are you just dunking it in holy water?
You're very perceptive, young man. It is holy water, and it burns him quite bad. Have you ever been waterboarded before?
No, but I'd love to do it to an infernal being.
Well, now's your chance. Only 5 copper per throw.
If I give you a gold, will you allow me to just, like, punch him a bunch?
I'll let you push it. I'll let you push the button.
Woo!
What? Let me throw.
I'll let you
don't
go,
ruin
and
your
then...
friend's fun, Sir Dwarf.
Got me excited, I'm sorry.
Pax. Let's see how good you are at throwing.
He has
What do I
50
roll for
chances.
this? Just a dex roll?
Yeah, just a dex roll, man. Oh my god. You hit the target so hard, dead on, that the guy, this demon, is shouting abyssal, going, ah! As he is dunked in sizzling sulfuric acid, which to you all is just holy water. It is a terrible sound, truly a horrible, awful sound, as he is brought up, and you could, just on the 19, you're fairly certain you can hit this thing constantly, just one after the other.
So I go through my 100 copper worth of beanbags just dunking this guy.
Yeah.
I go, okay, Diamond, he's all yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay him the gold and just like hold down the button for a really long time. While chortling very loudly.
You do so. Okay. They give you complimentary raw chicken eggs as tokens of being good sports, honestly.
I throw it at the Archfiend so I could cook on his skin.
It slaps him, right. Just right on his face. Oh, we haven't seen someone throw an egg at an Archfiend in a while. You're quite a cruel man, Mr. Pax.
To monsters, always.
Oh, yes. Monsters.
Well, I got my money worth.
Anyway,
Yeah, that
have a
was
good
fun.
day.
Thank you. Hootaloo.
You say toodle.
I'm a quite civilized man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they are. And what you are.
I've not done anything uncivilized ever.
Alrighty, why don't you
We
both
look-
take a point of cruelty for me for fun?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I would gladly take cruelty over charity any day of the week.
So there you go. Welcome to the Cruel Carnival. We'll find out why you get those cruelty points later, though.
Ah, it's probably just someone dressed up as one, but it doesn't matter. I had a good time.
Oh, they're not dressed up. We jump to Jonal the Glimmering. Jonal! You clamber on up to the top of the ziggurat, where you will find a priest in conversation with what appears to be the most angry-looking clown you've ever seen. His shoes are quite wide. They honk every time he steps or shifts balance. He is wearing what appears to be giant flesh gloves, or, like Mickey Mouse gloves that are glued to his wrists. His onesie uniform is polka dotted. He's got a great big bow tie on. He has streaks of colored hair that are wiggly waggy going up into what appears to be a crown of daggers. Not real daggers, just the hair shaped that way. And his eyes are that of a wolf's. Bright yellow, reflective, staring at you hungrily as you step up. He honks past you, honk, 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 in silent fury. The priest, who is standing at the top of the ziggurat, looks to you as the clown passes you wordlessly and says, "Come, my child, please ignore Dave.
What's his problem?
I told him the bad news,
What bad news?
that we already caught the demon killer murderer that he came to hunt."
So, someone that was killing demon killers.
Yes.
Well, probably a good thing that they were caught.
They were caught, yes. Apparently Dave, the man you've just walked past, really creature more than man, believes the killer not caught, and we caught a patsy instead. But we have proof.
What kind of proof?
Oh, we caught him, red-handed. He murdered a local demon hunter. There are witnesses. Anyway, that's business for another time. And also, who are you and what do you want?
Hi, I am Jonal. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you. I am the priest.
It's a great name.
Yes. Would you like to give it one?
That's an odd question.
It was a meta question. John doesn't have a name for this NPC. And we're in a weird clown-centered episode right now.
Okay, Colin.
Yes, my name's Colin, the head priest of the Ziggurat in Irovo. How can I help you today, Jonal?
Yeah, I was looking for some information on ancient kings.
How ancient are we talking?
It would have to be before the Hoarfrost witch thing.
The Hoarfrost witch thing?
You know, where the whole dragon realm got turned to frost?
Oh, that ancient. Well, there's the early dynastic period of the Buaid. Then before them, before the sea creature drowned our lands in ocean water, there was a period of time where this valley was sort of cut up and battled for by ancient kings and would-be emperors. That was closer to the Second Age, more so, or early Third Age, really. And then there was the period of the grand theologists, I suppose. This was when the gods walked the earth during the Second Age, and these cities were run by us, the priests.
Do you know which of these might be in the Valley of Forgotten Kings?
It would be the people before the Buaid dynasty. When the ocean waters came and flooded this land, when the water withdrew back to the ocean, most of the kingdoms were sort of swept into either the northern desert or the, I suppose it's west now from this position, the Western Valley, now the Valley of Forgotten Kings.
Were there any there that were renowned for their purity, for their virtue?
In that valley?
Yes.
Definitely not. The sole reason that they were swept away by Ur-Ateru herself, or not the Ur-Ateru. I'm forgetting her name. I'm so sorry. The ocean primal was due to their sins, their lack of virtue, and because they refused to get along with their neighbors.
What about the Palace of Forgotten Emperors?
That I am less knowledgeable about, due to how far away they are from us. But, from my understanding, her name was Ergina. Why can't I remember this shit? Our river is named after her. That is outside the territories of the Buaid dynasty. But from what I understand, a grand palace used to live, or be there, where an ancient gold dragon used to live.
You know of any words of necromancy or the living dead wandering the area?
There are the occasional ones who Where there are skeletons raised through natural means, you will undoubtedly find necromancers wishing to study them. We do not tolerate their kind here, obviously. But they are known to travel sometimes to the rural lands where ruins are found of the long-dead societies and kingdoms of the previous era. May I ask what all this is about?
Yes, one of my friends has given me a riddle trying to find an item they've hidden.
Why didn't they just tell you where it can be found?
Well, that would ruin the fun, would it not?
I suppose. Fun is a slippery slope towards sin, though, Mr. Jonal. I do like staring into your eyes. Is this something you normally do in a conversation?
Listen, sometimes it takes a moment to, think
Are you
about
writing this down?
writing things down. I couldn't possibly.
Sorry, are you illiterate?
Is that a problem?
No, of course not. We have lessons. We teach youth and the disenfranchised how to read and write.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Yes. I'm a priest. We're known for being kind.
I know I'm looking to royalty whose soul is pure.
Yeah?
Does that ring any bells?
No.
Yes. Many royals have been dickheads over the years.
Many, including our current one.
Well, thank you for your time, sir.
You're welcome.
I guess I'll leave.
You begin to leave, hearing the distant honking of a man descending steps, who seems to have trouble going down the staircase. This great big cigar on.
Honk, honk.
You will find your party members close where Bahamon is and where Osric has fled to, having evaded the guards. Party, you have gathered.
What a joyous occasion.
Hey, I want a magic knife.
Are you sure?
Yeah, why would they lie? Hey, Jonal, check it out. Catch.
Just throw a steak knife at him.
I mean, make
No,
an
no,
attack
no.
roll, I guess.
No better time to test if it's really magical.
You gotta test. Make
Quick
an
stab
attack
me.
roll, Pax. Oh, man.
Oh, okay. Same one I used earlier.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
You strike him with a 1 point of damage knife that hits him straight on.
You're supposed to catch
Ow.
it, Jonal.
Janelle, I told you to duck.
Catch a knife? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
I
You
could
know
catch
you're
a
supposed.
knife.
You're not. Even I, I didn't have parents to teach me better, but even I know not to try to catch a knife.
You can't
You
even
You
carry
let it
his own
fall,
backpack.
and then you pick it up.
Pax, come
Give me the
on, this
knife,
is
I can
just
catch it.
the crew.
Pax, you're surprised
I'm
it
shooting.
didn't do more damage. And when you think about it, this is a knife of goblin slay. It does more damage to goblins, clearly. That's the magic of it.
My
I
blowgun
feel like I
does
got
more
gypped.
damage.
Ugh.
For now, you may keep that magic knife for the wound I
Personally-
inflicted upon you.
I think the whole circus is a hoax and a waste of time. I had to shit on the floor because you had to pay 10 gold to use the goddamn outhouse.
I don't think they forced you to shit on the floor, Osric. I think
I
you just
had
chose to do that.
Diamond, you don't understand.
I think you could have found a
I
corner, animal
drank
shit
the
in the corner.
eggnog because I was trying to see if it had demon juice in it, and I can't tell you if it does or doesn't.
Even
Did I
animals
shit
go in the
because it's
corner.
bad, or
Osric.
did I shit because it's poisoned? I don't know.
All I know
Many
is those guys
mysteries
are
of
fucked
life.
up. Those guys are all fucked up. Nobody was even trying to steal from people's pockets as they were doing these things. That's like Circus 101.
Osric checks his pockets really quick.
Osric, what did you have in your pockets?
God damn it.
You might have dropped
Oh.
something while running away.
Yeah, not 180 copper pieces because I spent all of that on beer.
Yeah.
35 silver, 45 gold, and 3
What about
platinum.
non-money? Do you keep non-money in your pockets?
Some cigars.
You dropped a cigar. There.
They stole my fucking cigar.
Steal it? You dropped it while running.
They stole my fucking cigar.
I get doing this kind of grift if you're desperate. You need money, but these people are just doing it for the fun of it. And it's not.
Oh, the humanity.
It's not. It's not fun.
I think they do it to be cruel. They are the cruel.
It is,
carnival.
yeah, it's in the name. So can you really be upset?
Yes.
You know, they warned you.
Yes.
Also,
I can be.
One of them was talking about a Thyman Huthcock. Just be warned, Thyman. One of them said they were
Oh,
going to
they
go look for
know you.
halflings. And they were
Shame
going to
them.
bandy about your name. I don't know what the correlation was or how they got your name.
Was it the Halfling Mafia? I told you not to
But
fuck with them time.
We should, yeah, Thyman, but we should be looking for demons and seeds and demon wine.
I was trying, alright? I got distracted. It's not my fault. They enticed
far,
me with their strength
You've been
contest.
to a circus. You guys went bar hopping. Not at no point have we actually searched for the problem, which is why we're
Yeah,
here.
well, bar
Oh
hopping
yeah.
was
Did
searching.
you guys hear
Alright,
that
last
they
time
caught
we were stalking
a?
at a bar.
Did you hear that they caught a demon killer?
Oh, what? Where? Maybe we should talk to the guards and tell them what we're here for.
You're
Maybe we
here
should
now
talk
to shit on their streets.
I can't be the one to do it anymore.
For
Like
public
I'll go
indecency.
ask.
I'm wanted
I-
for public indecency at this point.
I
I should
have a
put a
decent-
shirt on before they start making connections.
I have a decent reputation. I can also go.
Alright, I'm gonna go find a shirt.
I'm a respectable person in society.
I don't appreciate the invitation.
Osric's disguise, a
I'm
t-shirt.
gonna find a shirt.
Every time we go to, almost every time we go to, Osric has had to put on a disguise of some sort.
Oh,
First it was the
man.
honey hair, now it's a shirt. The things I do for y'all.
Us, yeah. But let us go ask the guards about demon wine.
You
Yes.
go with Thymond Pax to the local, I guess station is the correct word for this. There's no great fortification here. You're kind of like in the heartland at next to one of the larger cities here in this entire territory, this region. And then there are like 2 fortresses and then the capital, which is the most heavily fortified thing in the entire empire, right? Or the dynastic empire. You could not be safer. So you head to what is effectively a sheriff's station. And you will find the sheriff there, sort of happy as can be, talking with his guys, and they see a dwarf and they're like, "Hey, did you shit in our streets?"
Why would I shit in your streets?
I don't know. We had reports that a dwarf was shitting in the streets, showing his cock to a bunch of kids.
Do you know what this dwarf looks like?
Yeah. A shirtless, big buckled, axe-wielding, bald. He was bald. And
And I
gray
have
bearded
hair.
fuck.
I have hair, a non-gray beard, and a shirt.
Yeah, but you dwarves are all related to one another.
I'd have to stop you
Kinda
there,
true.
good man.
That's fair. I'll give you that one.
Mostly true.
I probably know who you're talking about.
Well, you tell him, if you see him, not to come back. We don't need any more perverts running around while the clowns are here. They'll just upset them.
I think the dwarf you talked about went to go see the Medusa at the Cruel Carnival and turned to stone.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm not falling for that one again.
Fair enough.
All right, what do you
Listen,
want?
we've heard rumors from the south that there's a new wine on the streets, very pulpy, very aromatic, favored by less fortunate people.
Does it look like we got a vineyard in our backyard?
Well, no, but it might be traveling through this area, and I'm trying to locate its source.
Look, man. We don't have vineyards up here. Wines don't grow. The most we
Any
got
other-
is river swill. And we don't talk about the river swill.
What about the river swill?
We don't talk
They
about
just
it.
they don't talk about the river swell.
That's the only black market booze you're gonna find. Alright? It's not like we let anyone sell alcohol on our streets.
Well, I was following a hint from a Father Margot, who was writing a letter to someone in this town. Have you ever heard of that name?
No.
Hmm.
Also, you don't have the right to be investigating our town. Who are you, man?
A concerned citizen.
Yeah, I don't buy that one bit. Ain't no concerned citizens here.
I mean, as you say, Sheriff.
I do say.
But I've come
Well,
a
not
long
to
way, and I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. But you can go back that long way, along with your shitter dwarf. I don't have a good name for your companion. But my god,
Who's
if
the
he enters
dude?
this town, we're gonna arrest him. We take the law seriously around here.
Which is respectable. I just hate demon worshippers, that's why I was here.
Okay?
Yeah,
We all hate
They had
demon
a-
worshippers.
that's my point. They had a
What
letter that says they're
brave
gonna send
statement you got for us.
a demon seed up here to plant a demon tree, and so that's why we're
Well,
here.
if they fucking do, we're gonna get them. Like we got the demon killer.
Well, I have
Yeah,
a,
about
K2,
that.
if you will.
I have one of their
About that.
symbols. Oh, do you wanna?
Oh no, go.
Are
please,
you a demon
proceed,
worshiper?
Tyrant.
No, I killed one of them, and I have their worship symbol if you want it. So that
Why
if
would
see
you have
anyone
their
wearing
worship
it,
symbol?
so I could show people it, so that if they see them, they could report them. It's quite simple.
Maybe so you could hide amongst their ranks. You got any
I
other
did, but
demon paraphernalia on you?
No, I used to have a branch as a tree, but that blew up.
My god, you're a heretic.
Do you
On to
want the symbol or
DK2.
not?
No.
Okay.
We know what the gods look like. That's what the priests are for.
On DK2, your demon killer,
Yeah.
if you will. Can you
What
tell me
about
about that? Well, apparently my friend ran into a priest and the priest talked to a friend, and that friend talked to a guy with big shoes, and that guy said that you caught the wrong person.
I don't know about no big-shoed man. But if he thinks I caught the wrong guy, he can come and tell that to my face. We caught that guy red-handed, and we turned him over to the Royal Guard.
As you say. I will not tell the big-shoed man, because he seems quite ornery, but I will tell my friend you said that.
Yeah, you tell your friend that. And if he's got big shoes, he
any-
can get fucked too. Fuck that guy.
Your vocabulary leaves less to be desired.
Yes, but my deliver results.
That's what
course.
matters. That's right there is what matters.
That's what matters. He knows.
Well, yeah. One last thing. There's been talk of increased goblins and even the undead as you stray further north.
Yeah, it's a good thing we're not north. Ah,
That's true. I, though, will be traveling north soon. Is there any word from up there?
yeah, there's fucking more goblins than undead. What do you mean?
Yep.
Sounds like a
Seems we're
great
both
time.
Equally educated on the subject?
Yeah, I guess so.
Your name again, sir?
You don't want to know. Because I don't have a name for this PC either. Because I forgot you guys were coming here. I didn't prepare at all. My name's John. Nice to meet you.
Chef John.
Jawn, don't forget.
Joan?
No, it's John. You gotta say it with this southern drawl.
Oh,
Oh,
Do you have any
Joan.
problems that require fighting to fix?
God, not from you. I bet you never even hit that Liberty Bell with a hammer.
But you haven't either.
I have with my friends. You don't know them. They go to a different city.
Oh, I've been to a lot of cities actually. If you tell me their names, I probably know them.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
I don't got no names for you. Now get out of here! Yeah! With your demon paraphernalia.
we get good.
You get gone.
Gooder than you.
It's true. The sheriff is a schmuck. You guys head back to your friends. This entire
Well, I feel like
town's
that's
a hellhole.
I've had a terrible time yet. I say we just go further north.
This town
Oh,
sucks.
God.
yeah. This town gets lost to the
There's
demon
the Sheriff
seeds, and, like,
Joan.
do we really even care? Like,
Yeah, just leave them to their
Hey,
demon
we-
bullshit.
We tried to help. We gave them our offer, and they kicked us out. So,
The Sheriff John was a schmuck. I'm telling you, Jono.
ah.
yeah,
Osric?
I've been saying John is a
Also-
schmuck for
What?
years.
Osric, you
Also,
are wanted by
where's
the
Osric?
law.
Where's Osric
I
at?
have a shirt on. They won't recognize me.
Where's Osric?
They're
Look
right.
at his
They're
shirt.
wearing they're wearing a shirt now.
Yeah.
Oh! Jesus, that's effective.
I know it's hard to recognize
ask
me
you-
with my pecs are not on display, and
Prefer
my
you with
my
a shirt
chest
on.
hair tattoo.
I think we go more north. This town sucks.
Yeah, to a place John is 100% prepped. It's
We're not gonna help
1000%
them with their demon
prepped.
egg
I'm real
problem.
sick, guys. I've been prepping something else. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So like we're gonna have like an hour-long fight sequence, and we won't be able to get to the next town.
Oh my god, I just
What?
rolled another 97. Please don't be another 6. That's a 1. We have a fight.
Woo! I love fighting. And this place sucks.
I like the Cruel Carnival.
The Cruel Carnival.
Yeah, the Crow Carnival is fine,
You
but
got a knife out of it. I got diarrhea.
I think
Fucking
you'll find that
dysentery.
I got the knife out of it.
Yeah, Jono's got the knife. He can't carry it, so Osric's
It's still
got
on
the
his
knife.
shoulder. You can't take that out.
Oh,
you'll get infected.
guys.
It's really a problem now.
It's not even a fight you get to participate in.
Aww.
Aw.
For you will see it miles away. A red dragon flying through the twilight of a night while you are halfway to Ren a ball. This red dragon, size and age category unknown, unleashes its fire breath down upon the road or river south of Ren Abal, the same road you were heading on, engulfing the unknown amount of targets inside of its fire breath before flying further up, turning around, strafing down, and doing it again. Joe Null, you feel an immense, immediate, and inherited jealousy from this creature that is breathing fire down upon humanoids, or who you can only presume to be humanoids, as well as another instinctual fear coming from your other side of the lineage. Osric, Thymond, you both have an inherited hatred for all dragons of the chromatic coloration. This thing is a monster,
ass.
an enemy of your gods from the First Age itself. And Pax, you feel just probably instinctual fear, having seen a scene like this dozens of times in the Broken Barrens. Bahamon stops the caravan and quickly says, "We should get off the road."
Good idea, Bahamaron.
Bahamon,
We gotta go kill the thing, obviously.
I'm gonna go kick that ass.
Yeah.
I could trip it with a longbow, most likely. You'd never see it coming.
this
Make
thing
me
is
fly again. I'll go
delusional.
up there and I'll take care of it.
miles away from you all. It probably doesn't even see you, or if it does see you, it does not care. For as you all, the party, stalk northbound, with Bahamron hiding his carts, wagons, and horses, you all will find the scene of devastation. A small resting spot, a way station between the southern, well, not southern, northern city, I suppose, for you all, of Ren Abal, which is a city rich enough to even afford way stations, which most cities fucking don't. It is absolutely wrecked. You will find burning stone huts, hovels, houses that people could rent for a day just to rest before going into the city. You will see a guard post absolutely obliterated, just destroyed. You find the charred remains of many people here who were heading south, did not notice what was happening until it was too late. And then you will find the scattered survivors as well as the response team from the city itself, who are riding horses, carrying heavy weapons, crossbows, longbows, as if, you know, a dragon rarely can be taken down with such weapons, even in volley fire. It is not a pleasant scene that you come across.
Shame. We could take that thing. It'd been fine.
Oh, we could definitely take that thing.
One of the guards, or the soldiers of the northern city, calls out to you all. Did anybody see its size?
Big.
Only-
It was size big.
Were you here?
Very big.
You beat us here.
Not
Who
big
are you?
enough. Killable.
We're coming up from the south.
what I call
We
that
saw it from a
fast.
few miles off.
They look towards the skies. You all saw it went back to the Valley of the Forgotten Kings. Or at least that direction towards the mountains. They will ask you where it went. Followed that, but they probably knew it too and just wanted confirmation. No hobgoblins, no infantry, no... Just it.
I think so.
You chose a hell of a time to come from the south, friends.
We have
I
business to attend to.
We'll see you get it done quick. After tonight, people are going to be running for the hills.
Well, I mean, ideally they don't head towards the hills because that's where the monsters are.
No,
Also,
it's
what's
a
happening
turn of
tonight?
phrase.
It's a terrible turn of phrase. Don't go there.
Oh, so what's happening tonight?
Yeah, what's happening tonight?
Cause having a party.
After the dragon attacked?
You mean last night?
Hmm.
Tonight means like the night upcoming.
I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
I'm sorry, I put on a
Boss,
shirt
keep
for
me
this,
back!
Alright, this is very serious.
Common is your language, okay? I'm just a dwarf.
Yeah, we don't even speak this until I was like 100, I think.
It's like a long time to learn.
Yeah.
Jonal, what are you doing as this soldier who's just being upset? Is taking out his anger on the dwarves. Who just don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just like observing the wreckage, and I think, like you said, there's a part of Jonal that is like very impressed and jealous of the power that this dragon has, and a part of Jonal that is disgusted in the way that it's being wielded. And he's just sort of off on his own thinking about, like, this power.
Pax, anything you're doing other than watching your dwarves laugh in the face of rudeness?
Yeah, he walks away from their kerfuffle because he's grown quite used to it. And he starts working with the response team to, like, look for other survivors.
Pax, you begin to help the response team, doing your due diligence. Having been a soldier, you kind of understand how this goes about. Most people are engulfed in flames and need to be buried almost immediately before wild animals come to scamper. Others will have been mostly turned into a skeleton. Some would think it comedic, but with such high temperature and the fire breath of a dragon, not enough to cremate a person, except for ancients. Ancients can just fully turn someone to ash. The fact that you've eaten fine skeletons is a sign that it's probably an adult or an older young dragon that did this. Most young dragons don't attack towns because they are vulnerable to bow shot, gunshot. Their scales just aren't hard enough to fully deflect mundane munitions. You, while sorting the dead, basically, and helping people dig up, dig through ruins, kick through rubble, will find a charred corpse, for sure, who, as soon as you lift up what was once like a part of a door or something off of them, will watch as its head suddenly snaps to where you're looking, Pax. You have a brief start as you remember what you asked about guidance towards the old man, why he revived you. And just in that immediacy of... God, it was days ago when you asked. But this is the first corpse you truly ran across that is of human origin. And are suddenly made quite cognizant of why he brought you back. You're an archer. And there are many flying things in this world that prey on humans. You blink. The corpse never moved, but a trick of the light, clearly, or divine revelation. Those who wish can help with the recovery effort, but there will be no survivors found amongst the ruins. only those who ran into the open outside, where they could duck into rough bramble and bush, were able to effectively hide. But this dragon did sweeping attacks. It never landed, it never took anything. No one got off its back. This was a political attack, if anything. The Hammeron, when you return to him, will only agree to travel at night now. For in the daytime, a dragon can see for hundreds of miles in the air.
I mean, that time will have its own issues, but
Yeah.
Better than dying.
Better than getting fire breath from 120 feet in the air.
you pay the bills, Baha Man.
Party, you will arrive in Ren Arbel 2 days after this. No, not 2 days. 1 day after this dragon attack, which will occur on the 12th, which means you get to the city on the 13th. Hold on a second before I need to track calendar. Ren Abal is a little bit different from other cities of the Bui dynasty. Excuse me. It is, like other cities, unwalled for the most part. It doesn't have a curtain wall. It does have a citadel, as well as a temple nearby, which was once... fucking shit, my guy. What's happening? Oh. It has a great big ziggurat. This one is expansive, though, and serves as like a market square. The Terrances have residences on them. This thing is massive, guys. It's almost like a palace unto itself. On every single tier of the ziggurat, it is also walled to allow the people who live and work inside of it to have some comfort and extra security. And the houses are set up a little bit more tactically, where there are few backyards or back doors, and due to the construction of just brickwork houses just lined up row on row on row of each other, it does have like a wall-like section effects or effectiveness, where roads run through and streets sort of intertwine themselves. Lots of what do we call it? Ambush points, I suppose, if someone were to just walk in. There's many terraces in terms of house and a lot of roof access. This city also has a ditch that surrounds it, which you have to go over. Not just the river to the south on a bridge, but a secondary bridge which goes over the ditch. This place seems quite fortified compared to other cities you've been to in this valley, but not nearly as fortified as, say, a curtain-walled city like around the harbor down in Akmori. Excuse me, I almost said Markazan. The town's population, not very active in the streets during the day. You can clearly see that people are, like, under great big awnings and shades, just conducting light business, but are quick to get, like, back underneath roof cover. Ever since the dragon showed up, people have not been going outside during the day, and at night. Well, we haven't been here at night yet, but... You can't imagine this place is good. This city feels like it's under siege right now, even though there are no enemy armies present.
What is under siege by a dragon?
We have made it into the town. Where do we wish to go?
Well, do you know, you said your riddle says we have to go to the Valley of Forgotten Kings.
It says that not. It simply says that, I've been trying to work this through, but it says that we must invade an ancient's home, that we must to find one whose soul is pure. And this is, I believe, in search of royalty specifically.
Oh, not like an
So
ancient dragon or something?
Could be. I mean, I truly cannot tell you.
Is there something about the emperor that we're still, is ancient? Or is there something about the palace that is ancient? I don't know nothing about your human emperor person.
I think the current palace is of this age? I don't remember.
Is there
My
a
history's
Dynasty
not good.
Palace
city
is
somewhere?
of the Buei dynasty. So this building right here.
Yeah.
But this one up over here, you have not gotten true information on yet.
They say there was a gold dragon that lives up there.
Oh boy.
He said
Usually
he used
they're-
to live up there. He doesn't know if it still did. Or didn't know if it still was there.
Perhaps it is.
Well, it's two ancients.
Let's try your blood, Osric. You're ancient.
Yes, I think.
Yeah, you want to try my blood?
I think this is wise. That the idea of ancient being an ancient dragon, and gold being the color of royalty. This
An ancient gold dragon.
makes sense to me.
So we have to kill an ancient gold dragon.
Says nothing about killing them.
We have to kill the baby of an ancient gold dragon.
I don't
Are
know
they
if that's
holding
true
someone
either.
hostage?
So, those of divine right hold permanency over magic of this world, I believe is the line in the overall thing. And I believe we may be looking for blood and not slaying them.
They are
And there's-
blood diamonds or whatever that
Their
is.
servants possess not a thought. Respect thy elders, whose bones now cinders. Cindered bones? Sounds like something a dragon that breathes fire would do.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, and we were warned about the undead in the Valley of Forgotten Kings. So, that
Could
seems
be
to
both areas
correlate.
we have to go to.
Yes, it is not clear to me whether we would go to the Palace of the Forgotten Emperors, where there was a gold dragon, or the Valley of the Forgotten Kings at this point. One is for sure closer.
Yeah.
And
Look, should we
also
look
currently
for-
being guarded by hobgoblins and dragon.
Yes, it is. I do not know about trying to pick a fight with a dragon of that size.
Well, we can
We're
just
gonna
sneak
pick a
past
fight.
it.
We sneak past it.
We have been notoriously
But-
really good at doing that.
We're going to need to get
Get the
ready for a
Hydra.
big adventure. That's going to be weeks going through that valley.
Mhm.
Off road.
Gotta get more fucking rations, I guess.
I mean, we could try getting more information here.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
like
ask
old
around.
people that know things. Find like a grandpa and get him drunk. I
An
mean,
elf, perhaps? Elves know things in the old.
fuck elves.
Hey, that's like half me.
Yeah, fuck half of you. Fuck the
So-
other half too.
Ren Abal is a heavily urban center. Guests are not allowed to stay in the dynastic palace, including dignitaries. There is no embassy within the dynastic palace. So the closest place that guests of other nations can stay and then meet with the Emperor is here. You will find embassies of the Dwarven Kingdom that you guys are from, Thymond and Osric. Super base, super cool. You can get news about your homeland, for they have sending stones here that allows people to send messages all the way back from where you guys come from. You could even send word to your families if you so want. This is a known thing that they do here. Same to the Elven Nation, all the way to the south, which John will love to show people. All the way here in Fairness. These elves are of long life, and many of them stay within the city for centuries, guys. If you have elven questions or need for elven knowledge, they too have ways of sending Tell back home. Not that any of you are connected to such a realm, except maybe by Jonal, depending. But yeah, there's also ancient lore entertainment districts that, although during the night and under different circumstances would be way more popular, do exist. And although Greg's not here for Bell, there's even a franchise of the House of Smoke and Shadow. What?
Love that they're franchised.
We love franchising.
I think we ask about rumors besides the dragon attack.
Did you hear about the dragon
And
attack
then-
at Southern Way Station? It's like,
No.
You think maybe they've sent some scouts to go check out the valley to see what's going on, or if they have someone that's particularly good at seeing things from very far away in a magical means that we can talk to?
You guys can definitely go and start pursuing that line of questioning, just from random locals. You're hearing a lot of mixed messages. They say there's a goblin army coming to, like, kill the fucking Emperor. Others believe that they're gonna siege him out here. No movement from the army has been made yet, at least from the garrison fortress of Urbuin or Etra. Those two would be the first to respond if any siege does go off, but it looks like no army movement has yet been made, likely so that it does not get made, or does not get attacked by a dragon in the air before they have some sort of defense ready. The city itself seems defendable and prepared for a siege if it comes to that. It's never been off the table, and they have seen attacks in the past before, albeit from undead armies that are treated more like a known disaster than anything else. This dragon attack was the first, though, so there's very much what about going on. Like, well, what if they're gonna do this instead? You know, that family left. They thought the fucking Ranabal would be obliterated. And there are many a concerned citizen questioning what the plan is, with the soldiers garrisoned not able to give an answer because loose lips sink ships and all that.
We should go buy
Alright,
healing
then we go ask
potions.
the fucking dwarves.
We should. No.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
You
the
know who's gonna know
dwarves.
something? Dwarves.
dwarves know everything.
Haven't failed us
That's
yet.
what they think.
Do you guys want to go to the Dwarven Embassy?
I'd love to go to the Dwarven Embassy.
You go to the Dwarven Embassy.
Take my shirt
specifically
off in
Of the
preparation.
Khotin clan. You will find Iron Fist Khotin, who is there at the helm, fully kitted for battle if it comes to it. This guy looks ready to rock and roll. Great big gray beard, interlaced with heavy plate armor, got a massive fuck huge shield standing in the doorway, axe blade that is shaped with, well, one broadhead axe and the other side a heavy pick. That way he doesn't need to overextend a cut. He just switches it in hand and just picks someone in the head. This guy looks sick as hell. The human guards who are, like, supposed to be defending this embassy look like babies compared to him. They're in, like, gambeson and spears, and this guy's like, "Oh, I'm ready to rock. Show me the dragon. It's been years since I've killed a dragon."
Yeah.
Is that... Oh my god, is that Osric Steelfist?
You know
of
what
the
fucking
Steelfist clan? Oh my goodness, it's been so long. By Vilhelma, brother, bring it home. He offers to hug you, Osric.
Go in for the bro hug.
You know that this guy's like a 2 or 3 relation cousin to your family. You're of the Steel Fist, he's of the Iron Fist, but he got married in to the fucking Khotan clan. So rather than keeping his first name, which was something stupid that nobody... He kept his last name as his first name and then took his wife's name as his tradition.
It was amazing, yeah. Talk of the town for, like, weeks.
He's like, so long, Bagman, or whatever the fuck his name was.
Yeah.
Now I'm Iron Fist Conan. Yeah, it's been great. How have you been, Osric?
Gonna build fucking statues of you, brother.
Ah, they fucking better. I'm gonna kill that dragon if it dares to land.
We want to kill that dragon too.
Oh shit! Have you been hired?
No.
No. No.
We were looking, actually. We were wondering. Alright, and I decided to come here because, you know what? Who knows everything about dragons? Dwarves.
Dwarves! Every time! We've been fighting them since they were hatched out of their eggs!
For the ancient gold dragon they done hear about.
Ancient gold? Why are you looking to kill an ancient gold? They're our buddies.
Well, it's we're not gonna kill it. We just need to borrow something from it that's gonna kill other dragons.
Oh,
It's a whole thing, brother. I don't understand half of it. Alright, but
Man,
I trust that it's a magical, you know, they got humans, they got their, like, they want to go on their quests and their missions, and their gods like, do this if you want something.
Our gods don't do
Ours
that
is just
shit.
like kill dragons. That's easy.
Hey, you know, none of our gods tell us to crusade. We want to do it. We do it all the time.
That's willing.
Our lives are a resistance against Tiamat. Fuck that lady.
Exactly. yes.
He goes to high-five Thymond. What's your name, boy?
Thymond Huthcook.
Thymond Huthcook? I haven't heard about a Huthcook in over 150 years. Don't tell me you guys are still out in them hills.
No, I was born in the big city.
Hell yeah.
I made this axe after many parts of monsters.
I made this axe. Hell yeah, brother.
Crafting's what we do.
That's
Crafting's
what we
just
do.
what we
It's
do.
in our blood. We love making weapons, killing dragons.
I want to kill a dragon so I can just start imbuing dragon parts into it. It's gonna be a great time.
Well, anyway, about the gold dragon. He ignores Joe Nolan packs entirely. I don't know who those two dumb fucks are. Are they your friends? Are they with you?
That's the weird human with the quest or whatnot.
Who's the questing boy?
I point to Pax.
You're the quester?
I'm not the one with the great destiny. The elf is.
There's an elf? No, that's a half-elf, son. Look at his ears.
Yeah.
They're not droopy. They're pointed and rigid. Tell me about your quest.
Yeah,
Come on in. He lets you guys into the Dwarven embassy. You guys quickly find out this is a place of exile. There's no great, like, group of servants or anything. This is one old man who was tangentially related to the royal family and then just got sent or posted here as a great honor so that they didn't need to deal with him anymore.
It's a great time here, though.
He's been having a blast. He's got diplomatic immunity. He just gets drunk every day.
That's a great gig for a dwarf.
He won. He got everything he could ever want.
He emasculates every human he sees. And he's not gonna stop now. So what you here for, little boy?
I mean, it's no big feat to emasculate our little Jonal, okay? It's
Gotta be gentle with
truly
him. He
beneath
breaks like a
this
twig
dwarf.
and a strong
Just
wind,
arm
right?
wrestling him. It's a blast every time.
Yeah, tell me
So-
about your fucking destiny or whatever.
Yeah, we're gonna kill Sarl.
You're gonna kill Sorrel? Oh shit, I
think
need
so.
to stop what I'm doing and join up with you guys.
Exactly.
You know where he's at?
No,
What's
Oh.
that? We have to,
So
basically-
finding him.
a lot of steps. Okay.
there's a lot of steps.
Alright, well, when that day comes, you come get me. Alright?
I'll call you.
You call me.
Got a
Send
sending
me.
stone?
Ah, I'll get you one.
We'll call you up.
Hell
You'll
yeah.
be the first guy.
I'm gonna
top
get
of the
like
list.
all the old timers. We're gonna fucking mog his ass.
That's what it's about.
It's all about action economy. So you're gonna kill Sar. How are you gonna kill Sar, little boy?
Massive lost frost spells.
What the fuck? You're using magic to kill a dragon?
Yeah.
They're magic immune, dipshit. How can you do that?
They're not
It's
magic
some
immune.
Special magic or
lie.
something from like his ancestors.
Oh my
You ever heard of like a hoarfrost witch?
It's what our coalition's named after. Yeah, of course. Duh.
It's like a 18-step process of following their list.
Yeah,
of
he's
what
like
we need
her
to do.
great grandson or something. I don't know.
Is that true?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely true. Y'all look the same. All right,
What's
Wimpy.
that supposed to mean?
Okay,
You don't even know what she looks like.
I got the vibe.
You got a vibe?
Classic dwarven vibe.
Classic Dwarven vibe. All right, you can tell a cousin from 5 miles away.
Anyway, yeah, secret hidden frost magic that we're going to unlock to kill Sarl.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, how can I help you?
The Hoarfrost Witch was forced to give us some truly awful
Riddles.
homes to try to lead us to where we must go. Is a very sad thing. But,
Nonsense poetry. Nonsense.
yes, we're trying to unravel the nonsense poetry. We think that maybe we have to go into the home of a ancient, dead, maybe? Ancient gold dragon?
Hmm.
Oh no, I think we are you any good at riddles, old man?
You know, when it comes to dwarven riddles, I'm great at them. Because dwarven riddles are yes or no questions, for the most part.
Yeah. It's just a series of questions.
It's just a series of questions. So why don't you lay it on me, and I'll do an int check. Then,
Yeah, I will lay it on him.
You gotta word it like a yes or no question, though. You gotta word it correct.
word is a yes or no question.
Do you speak Dwarvish? He doesn't.
I can't word it as a yes or no question.
All right. Well, do your best.
And I will lay through the riddle, making absolutely no attempt to make a yes or no question at any point down the line.
Ah, yeah, this is one of those no questions. I get asked a lot. No riddles, yes. Oh, let me look at it in my Word document. My auto
I posted
quill
it
did
in-
this.
In Roll20, for what it's worth.
Perfect. Yes, I'm looking at the same riddle. Gotta find a soul that's pure. No such thing in the human lands. No offense, he says. looking
Right, that's
back.
why we were thinking of a dragon.
Yep. That or it's a priest, you know? Aren't those guys pure? They're not allowed to bone
I don't believe
down
that
like
for a
our
second.
priests.
That is a good suggestion. All right, our priests, angels, perfect. Ain't nothing wrong with them.
They can bone down, too.
Specimens of the dwarven form. Mine's like steel traps.
But were there royal priests? Because it's
Not
too
in our
royal.
lands, but in your lands there were. At least here.
Oh,
Don't you know? This place used to be ruled by the gods. At least your gods. The dwarf gods
Well,
were
the
too
gods
few
aren't
to rule all of
priests.
our places. We had our kings in the second age.
Mhm.
Hell, even in the first age. Probably before the clans even split up. God, that was the day. Can you imagine, Osric Thyman, all the dwarves in one massive fortress city? Sticking it to Tiamat, just the biggest middle finger
Mhm.
ever. Entire
Just-
species of warring people under our god's banner. God, what a brilliant day that must have been to live
I wish
in.
I was alive then. Mhm.
Yeah. We were alive.
just
We would
launched-
kill Tiamat, not the fucking human hero.
Wait, Osric, you weren't alive then? I just assumed.
Oh,
So
that
old.
guy thinks he's funny.
Mhm.
There's more history in our
When
blood.
it's
than
barely
there'll
gonna
ever be
reach
in
100
yours.
years old. Don't even know. Ain't no thing.
Chances are he's gonna outlive you of old age. You know that, right?
I do that happy life. I'll die under a dragon
Hell yeah.
after I've killed it. Smush.
Hell yeah. Anyway, let's see. Souls are pure. Priest dragon. I don't want to call chromatics pure dragon. Definitely not human, though. To find such one, their time undone. That means they're dead, right?
Guess that's
Must
what we
invade an
figured.
Ancient's
Just thinking.
home. Alright. You're invading some old guy's house, I guess.
well, you sometimes call dragons ancients.
Oh yeah, there's ancient dragons all the time. Do you know where any of them
So-
used to live around here?
I heard something about maybe there being one up by the palace of the forgotten emperors in ages
Alright.
past.
Alright. That sounds like a yes or a no, right?
That's
See,
a
we're
yes or
turning
no.
a riddle into a
Yes
yes
or
or a no checklist now, aren't we?
Mhm.
That's how we solve riddles in dwarf.
Yeah, you
lands.
dwarves are good at this.
Yeah. Beware thy answer of necromancer. Alright, well, it doesn't want you to find a necromancer, apparently. Their servants possess not a thought. I don't know what that means. Does that mean
I
the
think that means they're
necromancer?
dead.
Oh, that's a comma, not a period. Respect thy elders. You know, when was the last time your kids called you Osric? I haven't heard from mine in literally 2 decades. They're like, are you dead yet?
Same.
God,
I
I think
went off
everyone... That's just good advice
On my mission
right
from
there.
our god, and they've just been disrespectful ever since.
Whose bones now cinders. Bro, you guys gotta find a ghost. That sounds what you gotta do. I don't know what the
We
dreaded
reached the
throne
dreaded
is
throne.
and why it's capitalized. That must be someplace. You should find out what that is.
There a place the elves call the dreaded throne?
I don't talk to no elves, man.
I mean, this is given by a human, not an elf. Why would we care what the elves think?
True. Why? That's just a good question in general.
Great question. That's a yes or no question right there.
When was the last time an elf ever helped you guys out? Ever. Can't think of it. No instant responses, huh?
Mm-mm.
They just kind of do their own thing. I don't
Yeah,
even know
here
why
are
they're in our
3
alliance.
dwarves helping
You know-
you at one time.
We had an agreement with those elves when we moved on over to this area, and those fuckers never once lifted a finger to help us with our sorrow problem.
You say it.
We showed up to put a cap in that dragon's ass, and motherfuckers never stepped up. They said they'd help. You know, we wouldn't even have this Kingdom of Fire problem if they stepped up to the plate. But yeah,
They were just lazing about and napping with their frilly dresses and
we're
their
like, hey,
parks.
teleport us into its lair. Come on, we'll kill his ass. And they're like, yeah, sure. And then they just never showed up. They can teleport to us anytime they wanted.
Shameful.
That's shame. No. All in the
Anyway, it
past,
sounds
I
like you need
guess.
to talk to a human. That's not you, Pax, because you don't know shit.
This is true.
Oh.
Do you know a human that knows things?
Well, there's a couple of them.
About there a smart guy here in town who might know about a dreaded throne?
Yeah, but he's gonna ask you for bribe money, because all you humans care about is gold.
That's fine. We could bribe him with something.
Alright. Well, you can find him at top of that fancy little palace. His name's like Judge something.
Judge Dredd?
No. That's a different... That
That
borders
cool.
on an IP.
Are we allowed to go up there? Is that allowed?
I don't know. I go up there all the time.
Fair enough. If
I
you
just
can
do it
go
to
up
piss
there,
him
then
off.
we can go up there, right, Simon?
Yeah, let's go. Fuck it. I got nothing better to do. I'm just hanging out. If you guys want, this guy would just take you up to the top of a ziggurat to a palace where all the judges and their family lives.
Yeah, we got nothing better to do.
Yeah, I mean, good old Steel Fist Coton goes
How do you
with
spell
you
that?
All
Look at
right.
my list of
Mhm.
people I like.
I finally get to roleplay a dwarf. Thank fuck.
Only took 12 sessions.
You get a roleplay Ozric's distant cousin.
Yeah, man. Like 3 times removed. Guys, we've hit our time though. It's 9 p.m. at least where I'm at, which means we're gonna have to cut it off here. Let's do reputation while I calculate some experience points for you guys. I already gave Pax and Thymond 1 point of cruelty, and that is because the Cruel Carnival does not collect monsters, they just cast True Polymorph on people. So that Archfiend, that Medusa, that Goblin were all humans. They were all people.
Cool. Not my problem.
Not your problem,
I mean,
but they're
that
gonna
sucks.
spread word all around. Like, oh, those fuckers.
Should have rolled higher on your saving throw. Unlucky is what we call that.
Does Jonal get charity for handing out money to kids? Have you ever done that before?
I don't think I've ever
Not
gotten
the-
charity
not the
for it
kids
before, but
he
specifically.
does it.
I've done it. Yeah, I've done it
How much
consistently.
money did you give?
I gave 20 gold this time around.
What are you currently at for charity?
5.
Yeah, go ahead and take a point of charity. The Marvo priesthood, where I believe this is where you did it at, will tell you, or will hear word from the disenfranchised and the poor about Joe Null, the Frigid. Go ahead and add that to your charity reputation. As your little reward. What about you, Osric? What do you get? You drank. You shit-talked with me. Hell yeah. Took a shit in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not
It's
reliable.
just general Ozric behavior.
Yeah. I don't want to give you a cruelty point for shitting in the streets, and I don't think you hitting a bell that wasn't even true polymorphed is worth a point of cruelty. So, you dodged a cruelty point today.
Lame.
What,
Cruel people.
Hey, Pax and Simon, what's your cruelties at?
3.
2.
Alright, and 4 are guy in 3. Do you have a criminal background?
No, I don't.
Then you do not get it.
I'm a soldier.
You are a soldier.
I'm a dwarven soldier.
But if you were a criminal
cruel
background,
soldiers.
apparently, you may now find underground contacts in urban centers. But for you, because you are not, this will come at 5. Unfortunate. Does anyone have criminal background amongst you?
My
Yeah.
only guess would be Jadal, because he knows criminals.
No, I have criminal adjacent background, but not criminal background.
Okay.
What does
Urchin
criminal
background.
adjacent background mean?
He's
Urchin.
street urchin. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is criminal adjacent.
That is criminal adjacent.
Being poor
Right.
and broke makes you a criminal, as we all know in the 5th edition of the
Basically.
Dragons. Alright, well, we had some great roleplay. We did some investigation, but I don't reward that. We have started our quest to find where we need to go.
I made a dope battle axe.
You made a dope
Great
battle.
axe.
We
made
did
up great
somewhat
eggs.
abandon a mission because of unhelpfulness.
They were rude, okay? They were rude. We offered help. They denied it. We're not going to deal with that. It's not our problem.
That was mostly for Greg's benefit. I'm not gonna lie. That was kind of a meta decision on my part. It feels weird stealing his character's, like, entire reason to exist on a meta level.
Mhm.
Of, like, hunting demons. So now it's just gonna be on the back burner, unfortunately. Why
That's
don't
fine.
you all take 301 experience points?
Yes. Love the extra one.
Yep. And we will call it here. Does anyone have any shoutouts they want to make?
I will be a year older when we meet each other next.
Happy
Wow.
birthday, Pat.
Ooh.
Happy birthday!
How are you going to age a year in a day?
I know, it's crazy.
My secret. I
Chronomancy?
told you I'd have to kill you.
It's chronomancy.
The secret
Well, you've got
is
another couple
crime.
hundred years to go before you've reached peak. So,
True.
You mean mid?
damn.
Alrighty, well, we're gonna call it here for tonight, but I am working on something in the background, so maybe there'll be news next week.
Ooh.
Everybody, wherever you are, have fun, don't die, stay patient. Is that what you say every time, Rube?
Be patient.
Alright, thank you, bye!
Bye.